and welcome to How to Cook Great Food. With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?
Welcome back once again to howtocookgreatfood.com. If you haven't already, please click that button and subscribe to our channel. On the menu today, and as you can see here, we're doing a fish curry, or to be more precise, a fish head curry. So you can use any type of fish you want. I've used a fish called sherry, and there's a couple of really large heads in there, but any fish will work, small fish, big fish, up to you. Also got a couple of bits of tail and whatever in there. Wonderful masala. It's really all about the masala, to be honest. Now we've got coconut, we've got tomatoes, garlic, onions, chilies. We've got some absolutely wonderful spices in there. Let's go and do it. So obviously we're going to need some fish head. So I've got a couple of lovely heads there. You can use any type of fish you want. I mean, I've got a bit of tail and some other parts that are, you know, not that I'm using for the other part of the fish. So yeah, anything goes really. But the fish head is not actually that important. What's important is we make a really beautiful masala. So let's look at that. Okay, so to make our masala, I've got here about equal parts of onions and tomatoes. Now those tomatoes are fresh tomatoes, and I've put them in my food processor and chopped them. My onions are cut really small. So there's quite a lot of onions for this. Okay, let's look at our whole spices. Again, I'll show you them as they're going in, but we've got some peppercorns, some cumin, star anise, some dried red chili. We've got some green cardamom, and I've got some cinnamon stick. So that's our whole spices. In there are our powdered spices. Again, the big four. If you're a regular to the show, the big four. Always I use these. Turmeric, chili, cumin and coriander. Equal parts of. There's about half a tablespoon of each. Fresh green chilies at the back. Optional as to how many you put in. Here I've got some fresh cilantro or coriander. And there I've got a nice heaped tablespoon of garlic ginger paste, which is a 50-50 mix that has been purified. If you wanted, you could just use regular fresh ginger and fresh garlic and chop it as you wish. We're going to start this off with some oil, and we might add a couple of other bits. Let's see. Okay, so I've got a pan here, quite a large one, and you're going to be needing a lid as well. And I've got in there some oil. Today I'm using a sunflower oil. We're going to drop in our whole garam masala, so in that goes. And while that's heating up and infusing the oil, I'll just go through them again with you. So I've got some peppercorns in there. I'm using a white one. Black could be good also. Star anise, lovely flavour. Some fresh or dried cinnamon as opposed to not ground. Cardamoms. And I think that's about it. A few cumin seeds in there. But again, with your garam masala, the combinations are endless. It's like a lottery, isn't it? I mean, you could be putting some bay leaf in here now. Maybe if you had some fresh curry leaves, they'd be really good right now. I don't actually have any with me today, but they'd work really well. So we're just tossing these around in this oil just for a few seconds, just to infuse it. But yeah, like I say, bay leaf might be nice in there, mustard seeds, fennel seeds, black cardamom. Combos are, like I say, endless. Right, now, as they're getting going, we're going to add in all of those lovely onions, cut nice and small. And like I say, quite a lot of onions for this. We're going to get in some salt, that garlic ginger paste, and then we're going to throw this around in the pan. We're on quite a high heat for about 3 to 4 minutes. Okay, so our onions and spices are cooking and sweating down nicely. At this point, we're now going to go in with our tomatoes. Like I say, fresh tomatoes that I put into my machine, whiz them up. Fresh chili, green chili, and then the 4 powders that I said, equal parts of coriander, cumin, chili and turmeric. I'm now just going to put a little bit of water in there. And we may add some more later as well. So let's give that a nice stir. Now we need to bring this to a boil or boiling point, and then turn the heat down, let it go on a rolling boil for about, I would say 6 to 7 minutes. Check it out every now and then. If it gets a bit too dry, add a little bit more water. Okay, so this is coming along really nicely at the moment. Right, at this point I'm now going to add in coconut milk. Now I don't have fresh coconut milk, that was a can or 1 tin of coconut milk. Let's just give that a stir. And with the lid off, let's just cook this now for about 4 to 5 more minutes on quite a high heat. Beautiful. Those few minutes just sort of got that together. Now I've just checked that for salt levels and it's wonderful for me, but you may want to add some if you wanted. Okay, now we're going to go in with our fish head or fish parts. In they go. Now what we want to do now, no need to stir this at all really. We're going to get the lid on, we're going to turn the heat down. And I mean, depending on the size of your fish that you've put in, you know, you might be using tiny little bits of fish. But I'm going to let this go for like 8 minutes on a nice low heat with my lid on. Let me just grab that. Low heat, 8 minutes. It's going to be wonderful. Okay, so that's been going nicely. We've got an absolutely wonderful, well, if you ask me, fish curry here, fish head curry. Check it for salt please guys. I'm now going to put in here some garam masala powder, a couple of nice healthy pinches, some fresh coriander or cilantro. Just give that a little mix. Off goes the heat now. And there we go. We've got a really, really nice masala. Hope you enjoyed that. Don't forget to subscribe to our channel. Helps us out a great deal. And we'll see you soon. Lots of love.
With thousands of recipes and millions of views, why not subscribe to our channel and join the family?